Hello everyone, so this is the part 2 of the simple fire propagation system that I'm working on in Unreal Engine. So the last time we worked on the fire propagation logic. So basically we implemented the algorithm to find out where the grass is and spread the fire only on those areas. And today I am going to improve that too. So when the some area is burnt, so I'm going to add these materials into that area, so the grass and the ground looks burnt. So those are the things I'm going to work on today. And this episode is sponsored by these generous patrons. Thank you very much for the support you guys are giving me. Right, now that we have worked on up to this point, let's on the BP, let's create a blueprint like this. No, actually we can add a runtime virtual texture volume to this. So as the boundary line actor, I'll use landscape, set bounds. Why it's not working? Okay, let's make it 1000. Well, maybe 100. No, 1000. This one should be 10,000. Alright, I'll cover this entire area. And in let's some not grass, some gravel, so that we can limit propagation of the fire beyond this point. Okay, right, move it down so that it covers the ground. And here now let's get started with our ground material. First we need to create a runtime virtual texture. RVT fire. Right, so I'll create a material M fire source. So here we only need to write into the runtime virtual texture. So virtual texture output, and under base color I'll set vector parameter R1, and I'll assign this fire source into this plane. Fire source. And under virtual texture I'll add RVT fire, draw in main bus. Let's set it to like this. Let's say draw in main pass to never. Okay, now we don't see that. Right. Now in the landscape material, let's add grass part. Put it aside for now. Okay, now here let's add virtual texture input, no, texture sample, and base color break. No, we can do a component mask to get only R. Then we can do a lerp. We can use land material attributes, yeah. And connect it like this. So we need an input, no, as the input I'll set RVT fire. So what I'm trying to do here is, if we have 1 for the red channel in RVT fire input, so I'm gonna set this area as a burned area. So can we just make material attributes, right? So this should be basically the burn-in material, but for now I'll add a vector parameter fire color. I'll set it to black. So if it is working correctly, this part should be black. Oh, everywhere is black. Why is that? Oh, I think we have to draw in. No, I don't think we have to do that. We have to set this. What's wrong? Let's try interchanging this. Still no, nothing. Oh wait, I forgot one thing. In the project settings we have to enable virtual texture support. Oh, now I have to restart the editor. Okay, let's do that and see. Okay, after restarting, it's compiling all the shaders. Okay, now it seems everything is working. Grass is gone and it comes up only if I play it. Yeah, it is working. Here I changed the color, fire color on the ground to red, just to, well, it's just to show that part. But for some reason my selection gizmos are gone. So see, even if I select something, alright, now I have it. Okay, did I set this to render only on drawing main pass? Never. Right, so now when I play this, landscape gets red. Okay, so we can work on this, we can improve this now. First, let's get some burn-in texture first. I mean, like this. Alright, so here let's not try anything complicated. Let's just break material out attributes of this one, and here is saturate the result, the base color. Basically, let's preview this and use it as a base color. Can we preview this? Okay, then let's add some red to this. Maybe this would be too much. Yeah, like that one. Right, let's set like this R 2.1 and metallic specular, keep it as 0, roughness keep it as 1. Okay, that should be enough for now. Right, now if I play, see, the ground becomes like this. And also this grass, I'll subtract the, I clamped mask R and clamped it in between 0 and 1, so I'll subtract the R value from the runtime virtual texture. So if it is 1, that means in that area I will not have grass. Let's clamp this also between 0 and 1 just to be safe. Now I think as the fire spreads, grass should vanish. Let's try. Looks like nothing is changed for the grass. Yeah, maybe that doesn't affect in the runtime. So let's keep the grass part same, but I can use this section in the grass mesh maybe to make it we can apply the same effect, desaturation effect, to the grass also. Let's see how it looks. And yeah, we can lerp the color, sorry, the base color based on this red value. Like this. Okay. Now let's play and see. So see, as you can see, this grass becomes black, grass also becomes black, but since we get these square shapes, that doesn't actually look very good. So instead of that, let's try to get some more organic shape, something like let's see, in Photoshop I'll create a new texture, 512 get the brush, let's use black here. What's this brush? So basically the outsides, no, let's make a selection. So I'm going to have, I'm trying to do this and having a soft edge instead of a straight black line. So we can fill this with black, no, let's fill all with black and get the brush, select white. Oh wait, we should be careful with the edges. Okay, this should work. Save this into call it burn mask. And import it here. Right. Now for this fire source, I'll import this burn mask. Oh, and here I'll use the red channel, so we should not get a perfect square every time. See, it's better. Maybe we could improve this a little bit. Right, now let's see. Okay, that looks better. And the next thing is it pops. So instead of popping, we should make it a spread. But how do we do that? Well, initially when we spawn this, I'll set the scale to 0.1, or we can multiply this with the time, but I'm not sure how it would work. Let's try this. No. Let's preview this node. Now looks like that approach is not working. So let's go for an scale based approach. So here in initial scale I'll set to 0, 1. Let's see what happens now. See, it's a tiny dot. And then in the begin play, let's do all component. No, let's add the timeline. Scale up. Length should be 2. A float track. Let's add a key at 0, it should be 0, and at 2 it should be 1. We can make it curve like this. Right. Now in the event graph on the update, wouldn't make any difference, but I'll call it from start. Oh wait, this should be called before everything. So I'll add a sequence. And connect. In the update, I'll set that scale to, we can multiply the scale 1 1 1. No, multiply this with a vector. Let's make this 1.5. Okay, now let's see. Now we can see the spreading effect clearly. It's better, but we don't see it moving. Oh, one more thing. We should let's keep it at 1. No, 1.5 would be fine, but we should call this part after this is finished. Oh no, that doesn't make any difference. This approach is having problems because when we have overlapping two of these components, we gonna get some weird marks. For example, let me show this. See, it's fine for one element, but here now see, we get edges, and see, this happens. That is bad. So I'll forget about this and keep it like this previous version. Maybe instead of a plane we can use a circle. Or a cone. Oh, cylinder. That would be great. It said scale should be 0.1. Right, now let's see. Okay. So I paused a little bit to allow the fire to propagate. You can see it's properly propagating, but still I'm not happy with the edge. We need to do something about that. Alright, we have this rock mesh. We can try that and see how it looks. Alright, now we have some random shape. Yeah, it's better, definitely. The scale wise, I think it should be smaller. Yeah. Let's keep it at like this. Oh, something went wrong. Right, this doesn't have collision. Maybe that's the issue. Without collision, let's apply the gravel. Without collision, maybe the line trace doesn't pick that up and keep spawning, even though we have already spawned the area as a burning part. Right, this should be further reduced. So I imported this texture, this burn ground texture. Let's see what we can do with this. For the ground grass, let's add some. Do we have any noise textures? Yeah. Let's do a lerp with this one using this noise texture, and as for the color, let's use a material like this. Oh, I'll put it under BP even though it's not a blueprint. Fire. Okay, I think it's too much fire here. So maybe we should multiply this to reduce the effect. No, maybe we need a better noise texture. I imported this texture and used it instead of the one I had, and it looks like this now. So that means we have to entertain this. Sorry. Right, let's see how it looks now. Well, it looks like this. Not, it's a bit too much, but let's apply that to the let's try it with the noise. Right, so finally I was able to find the right texture, and let's apply this. This is the texture I downloaded and modified a little bit in Photoshop. Right. Okay, not perfect, but that's something. Let's do the same thing to the grass as well. Oh, and also we can do something like this. Time, we can add some flickering effect if I texture coordinate. Yeah, if I add this to time, we can get some flickering effect, something like this. We can slow it down the speed. If I add a multiplier like this, maybe right. Now let's see. Okay, that's enough for the ground part. Let's go to the grass and try to do the same thing. pasted that part, and it's the base color. Right. For this input, I should get this. Okay. Let's apply and see. Okay, grass also looks on fire, and let's add this movement to the grass as well, like this part. So we will see this movement underneath, like burning movement inside. Right, and also I feels like the spreading should become slower near the end. Okay. And this is our simple fire propagation system. So with that, I think we can stop this episode right here. So this would be a good starting point for you to start implementing a proper fire propagation system. It's not perfect, as you can see here. This materials does not look very good, and also the fire particle itself could use some work. So anyway, I'm gonna stop this episode right here. So thanks for watching. If you would like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. Link would be in the description below, and see you in another episode. Goodbye. And as always, project files will be available for the download here in the Patreon page.